Hey y'all, we're back here at That's Just Farming, and farming's always different here in Florida. And one of the great things here is the cattle ranches, and we're here with David and Jenny at Andalusia Cattle Company, and they're going to tell us about their business here and for as far as the cattle business and agritourism. So I'd just like to thank y'all for being here and just kind of explain kind of what y'all do and how you do it.
Okay. We've been here on this property since the late 40s, early 50s. I'm a fifth generation cattle rancher, and it's been a way of life all of my life. And we just like to, at Wagon Tails Ranch Rides and here on the property, we just like to show people this side of what it's like to do something other than the city life. Back to the country, back in the cattle ranching. Cattle were a big thing in the state of Florida when it all began, and there's still a lot of cattle in the state of Florida, and there's a lot of beef cattle here, dairy cows also. But anyway, it's just a way of life for us, and we try to do the wagon rides and the agritourism and show people what it's all about.
Because they are doing her perfect copy.
Here's got my shadow in it. Pretty dude.
Have like 45, 50, 75. And this is cane syrup from Georgia. A friend of ours makes it. And you eat them with your fingers in the South. So get you a napkin and have it.
So you mentioned agritourism. Kind of explain a little bit about agritourism.
Well, David and I decided we would share this property with the outside, with kids, families, and so we decided that with his history of a meat market and cooking, and with my love for horses and driving, that we would put those two things together and open a agritourism on the ranch as a way of making money and of giving people an experience that they don't normally get. So you have about a 20-minute ride on the horse. If it's a larger party of 8 or more, we do a wagon pulled with a tractor. And we come down to our hunting cabin, which is where we are now, and we either do a full barbecue, or a steak ride, depending on what your needs are or what you would like. And there's horseshoes and cornhole and fishing. There's something for everybody. And plus it is educational for people to ask questions about how the cattle ranching works, and they actually get to see the cows in the pastures and get to see wildlife along the way. And so it works for both things, educational as well and informative, as well as a money maker for us.
You're talking about education for the other people that come out here. What kind of areas are you looking at trying to educate people out and how to go about
We
it?
do a lot of field trips. We do a lot of church groups. We do a variety of things that come out. But if you are interested in coming to see me or David here on the ranch and doing a reservation, it's Andalusia Cattle Co. You can go on, Google that. It'll come right up under Wagon Rides. Or you can give us a call. I do like to speak with people personally because I like to find out what your needs are, and we can build a menu to suit your needs. We can do whatever you need for us to do. And that telephone number is on the website.
Hey, buddy. And I like the way y'all do stuff differently here, because it's not what you always see all the time. You know, mainly when I think cattle, was what was taught to me is Midwest stuff, and this is Florida. This is grassroots. This is awesome, and I like the way you do it. You were talking earlier about the different breeds of cattle, and you mainly grow. It's not an Angus. It's a
Beefmaster breed that we've for 6 years now. We've been using Beefmaster bulls and the black Beefmaster bulls, and incorporated those in, and they tolerate the heat well, and they have a really good maternal traits, good mamas, raise nice big calves, and we're a cow-calf operation, so our target is around 550 to 600 pounds on the marketable calves when they leave. And all the cattle that are here on the ranch were our mamas were born here.
Yes.
They grew up here. So they if they're in January. Sometimes we can do it as early as December, depends on the growing conditions. But we have a rotational grazing program here. Rotate the cattle in and out every day, give them 3 or 4 hours a day on the field, and anyway, bring them out after they get filled up, and let the grass recover a little bit, and then when it gets down to a certain height, grazing height, we'll rotate them to the next field, and we do that until around the end of March, the 1st of April, and then we have 2 20-acre pastures of clover that by then it's the right height to graze it, and we rotate the cattle in and out of it. It fills the void in between the regular native grass that's coming on, and the ryegrass, once it warms up, it starts playing out and doesn't grow well in the heat, so the clover takes over. Then after that we do the native grass, and it's a good program. We've been doing it for a lot of years, and as long as we get some rain and some cooperation, it all works well.
Here you go.
These ones that start with a 7, they're 3 years old. The first number is the year they were born.
Here at That's Just Farming.